My very first thought has been throughout this that we need to end this, that we simply cannot not uphold constitutional rights. That has been, for me, the hardest thing about this, is that realizing at this point 4,000 innocent people, because you're innocent until proven guilty, have not had court-appointed attorneys who should have had one. So that was my first thought. My hope is that this is enough. I'm concerned that it's not.
$20. They were
over 2 years,
for
right.
$35, I think, was the ask.
Yes.
Do you feel like it should have been more? Is this at least a step in the right direction?
It is, frankly, it's a huge step. $20 over 2 years is a lot of money. The concern that I have is that I haven't heard from any bar advocates who've told me that they will go back, given that they're going to get an additional $10 this year.
I think you're hitting on an interesting point in all of this, is that every bar advocate has been able to make up their own minds as they've been going through this process. If they were going to stop work or they weren't going to stop work. I mean, is that sort of the moving target here? Is who is going to take advantage of this and who isn't?
I think the momentum has a life of its own. So whether $10 an hour this year and $10 an hour next year is enough remains to be seen. If it isn't, then we will continue to have people coming to court, arraigned on charges, and don't have counsel to represent them.
There are so many bar advocates out there that may not be able to continue stopping work because of their beginning in their career or whatever it might be, that they need to get back to work. So they're going to see this $20 and go, look, I'll take what I can get. I've got to get back to work. Do you feel like the legislature is banking on that?
I have been disappointed that they have not had any conversations with bar advocates themselves who could give them some insights as to what this process looks like. So it frankly remains to be seen whether the $10 an hour this year is going to be enough to get enough bar advocates back to accepting court-appointed cases. And if it isn't, and that's what concerns me, then the constitutional crisis will continue.
Is there a way to improve communication in your mind?
We've asked. Bar advocates have asked repeatedly.
No answer.
We'll continue to ask. Would love to continue. Would love to have meetings. Would love to have discussions.
So we've talked about the pay raise itself for bar advocates, but they're also talking about adding more state employees into this system. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that did surprise me. They want to add 320 staff attorneys to the Committee for Public Counsel Services. That's 320 state employees who will receive pensions, benefits, health insurance, vacation, sick time, etc. With bar advocates, they don't have to pay for anything. So that did surprise me, because that's a big investment in state money.